Imagine if you saw this thing like running down the streets. That'd be disturbing. Probably be easy when you can just die. Woo! Whoa! I'm Chewy Mew and welcome to my channel, but more specifically, welcome to another Chewy Mew video where today I have all of the figures here that I bought in the year of 2023, and I'm going to be kind of showing all of them off. And this isn't a Ninja Turtles channel, it's a Spider-Man channel, so I'm going to quickly go through them. And if you guys want me to do more Ninja Turtles figures about the figures, or videos about the figures, I'll do it, but for now I'm just going to like quickly go through them. So this here, this first row on the front here, from Donatello to Utrom, those are from the Retro 2023 wave where they just re-released the old figures. I bought those and I actually repainted the Ninja Turtles to make them look kind of like a better paint scheme. This guy came from the History of TMNT Leonardo like box set with just Leonardo. This Leonardo is from the same box set as the other one. And then here at the end, we've got NECA Master Splinter and NECA Utrom, so it fits in. It's like, it feels like it's the same scale as these guys, kind of. The Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics Secret Identity Spider-Man. So this was a birthday gift from my mom, which this figure, you know, it's pretty cool. This was always one of my grails, so it's really cool to finally get this. I don't know if this was quite on the level of grail like Snapshot Spider-Man was, because that's like, that one and McFarlane Spider-Man are my ultimate grails, and this one was definitely there. I think the first time I ever saw this figure was in the Glenn Webb video called Confessions of an eBay-aholic, where he shows this figure off. And this figure, I kind of always wanted it. I never saw it in stores. I didn't even know this existed until Glenn Webb's video in, I think, like 2013, 2014, I think. But yeah, this thing is a pretty cool looking figure, and I'm really glad I have it now. It's brand new in the box. It was. I opened it up though, and it has like the rubber stuff, and I have the interchangeable Peter parts. Or these are the Peter parts, the Spider-Man parts, which is, you know, really cool. This one here I got recently as well. Oops, ab crunched him forward. And this is the unmasked version of the Onslaught Green Goblin, or the Onslaught Build-A-Figure Wave Green Goblin, which I already have the masked version that isn't holding his mask. Next up here, we've got the Toy Biz. I think this, I don't remember if this is from Planet of the Symbiotes or Along Came a Spider figure wave, but this is a She-Venom, which looks really cool. And this proves that the Toy Biz did know what females look like, they just didn't know how to make them with articulation. Because this thing looks really cool. It's mostly pre-posed. I think it's got like 7 POA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 POA, but still really low. But this is another figure that I didn't want it. Like, it wasn't super urgent to get. Kind of like this guy was. But I mainly got it because Venom month. And, you know, it's really cool looking as well, you know. Next up, over here, we've got the Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics Web Cannon Spider-Man, which this one, it was also kind of an impulse buy. This one, along with also this guy, which is the Spider-Man Classics Magnetic Spider-Man. And then we also have the Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics Web Splashers Spider-Man. So these three figures, I bought them from the same seller together, and they were like $10 each, with I think free shipping, so like $30 for three pretty good Spider-Man figures. I wanted this one just because, I mean, I didn't wasn't hunting for these, but I found them cheap, and they're all pretty cool, so I kind of want them. This one, I wanted it because it's kind of a unique costume, you know, big spider logo, stylized on the front and the back. I like the eye sculpt for it, or like the mask design. It's black instead of red, which I feel like already makes a Spider-Man costume, a figure, or like anytime there's like a red and black colored Spider-Man, I think that's really cool. I wanted this guy because he has magnetic feet, which that's pretty cool. They're pretty strong. This is not very good metal, so it doesn't stick too good. And the articulation on this guy is pretty good. This guy, unfortunately, he doesn't have like double jointed knees or torso articulation, but other than that, it's still really good posability. This guy, it's basically the Spider-Man Classics body with different hands, different shoulders, different head, paint apps, and magnets. But it's kind of similar. Like, it's kind of the same base body, but there's like differences, you know. And this one, Web Splashers, has very low articulation. Still has more articulation than She-Venom over there, but I wanted it because he has kind of the same eyes as the 90s animated series. And this is kind of like a good stand-in, because the Hasbro one is like scalped for $40, and I think that figure is kind of okay. I think it's not overrated. It's definitely good, but he's not bulky and big enough for me to want it. You know, he should be like big and, you know, muscular like he is in the 90s cartoon, but he's not. This one isn't really either, but it was like, yeah, like I said, $10 for these, $10 for each, so like $30. like around $33 with tax and shipping, I think. So pretty good deal. Another figure that was also a pretty good deal, you might kind of pretty good deal, is this guy. This is the Hasbro Retro 2023 black suited Spider-Man figure. He's got like dust and stuff on him because I never really posed this guy around. So I got this guy on eBay for $7, after tax was like $8 and free shipping. I only got him though because this arm was broken, and that's not supposed to come out like that, but okay. This arm was broken and stuff, so I got it because it was super cheap, and then I did a live stream trying to fix it, and the quality plastic on this guy is kind of cheapy. Like, you can see he's like super gummy. This guy, you know, his knee is loose, like you can see the plastic is loose, but he's not gummy. Like, look at that. Like, I'm putting a lot of force and he barely wiggles. This one, you can wiggle like with your pinky, with this, which is kind of unfortunate. So it feels cheapy and gummy, which is unfortunate. But it's not a bootleg, apparently. Apparently, it is just low quality. That actually was genuinely a really good deal was this. This is the Toy Biz SpiderMan Classics Black Costume Spider-Man with Missile Launcher Glider, which was brand new, sealed in the box, just like this guy. And this one was like $15, including tax and shipping. Like $10, and then with tax and shipping, it was like $15 or $16, which is, it's my favorite Black Suit Spider-Man. He is like a bit on the taller side, but, you know, he's not as, like, freakishly tall as this guy. But yeah, so, really good articulation. I really like this figure. I always kind of wanted this one. This one wasn't, it was kind of a grail. Like, not grail level like this, but, like, definitely I wanted that more than Green Goblin, and I got it, which is really cool. Another figure that wasn't a grail, but I just wanted it, and I got it cheap, was Silver Sable, who was also, like, $15 after taxes and shipping. I think it was, like $12 plus shipping. I don't know, but it was like about 15. Both of these were about 15 each, which is really cool. Unfortunately, this Silver Sable is the 5-inch scale figure, so she's too short compared to these ones. I mean, she's perfect for 5-inch scale, but for 6-inch scale, she's short. But it's not relevant because she's not supposed to be for 6-inch figures, you know. But yeah, and this leg falls off, or this boot, which is unfortunate. And it's really, really shiny. And I don't care too much about Silver Sable, and I kind of just wanted a Silver Sable for the sake of having one, pretty much. Like, you know, that's kind of the truth. And the Hasbro one is like $40, $50, and it's, in my opinion, it's not even that good. So I'd rather just have the Toy Biz one that's like, you know, way cheaper than of the Hasbro one that I'm just straight up not gonna like. So, you know, that was also an impulse buy, but it was kind of something that I wanted. It wasn't just like, oh, look, I found this on eBay, I'm gonna buy it. Like, some figures, you're just like, oh man, that's a figure that I kind of want, and it's really cheap, I'm going to get it. I was actively looking for the Silver Sable, Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Woman, which I think they just call her Jessica Drew, which is, okay, everybody's falling over. I knew that was going to happen. This one, my friend actually bought it for me. I think it was my friend that bought it for me. And I never reviewed this because I don't really care too much about this figure, but I think it looks okay. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I never saw Across the Spiderverse, but I did like some of the character designs. But this one, I don't know. The Spot, he's like very crazy proportions. Like, these guys have kind of similar proportions. Like, if this guy became a villain, he would turn into that. Like, the really long arms, you know. But yeah, I always wanted the Spot figure. I bought this guy on eBay, again, for like $10, without all the accessories. And this arm is actually broken. Was it broken when I bought it? I think it was broken. I don't know, but yeah, this arm is broken. I think I might have broke it. I don't know. I think it was one of those cases where the arm is like about to break, and then it did. But yeah, I'm glad I have a Spot. I'm glad he's like super stylized and isn't just Bucky Cap. Because if it were just Bucky Cap, I wouldn't get it, especially if it was like $24, like Hasbro figures are nowadays. Figure that isn't made nowadays is the Along Came a Spider Carnage. This is the Toy Biz 90s figure, and unlike Silver Sable, this guy is actually 6-inch scale. Like, you can see he's that tall. Like, if his legs weren't so spread out and his knees were straight, he'd probably be, like, about maybe the same height as this guy. But this figure's really cool. Like, the paint apps are kind of minimal. Pretty much the only paint apps is for, like, the details. The web lines aren't painted in, I don't think, but it's really cool, and it glows. Like, it glows in the, not glows in the dark, but, like, light shines through it. Look at that. I think it would be cool if the figure was, like, this color by default. Actually, no, you can see, like, the web lines are painted. Kind of sloppy, though, but they are painted. And this one, I also got it for Venom month. I also always did want a Spider Carnage. I did have the Hasbro Ben Riley figure, that had Spider Carnage parts, but I always wanted a dedicated Spider Carnage. I actually was going to make a custom using the Urban Legends Spider-Man body, but then I managed to find this one cheap, and it was like also around Venom month, so it was really convenient. Which Venom month is in March, and I'm going to be doing another Venom month this year, which I'm looking forward to it. Another figure that is not Venom month related at all is Electro. This is the Toy Biz The Amazing Spider-Man series, Electro from 2006, and he's like the missile launching thing. And this one doesn't fire too good. There we go. Yeah, so he has that cool missile launching gimmick. The ab crunch is kind of loose. The legs are a bit loose. I'm going to try to tighten them. And I wanted this guy because this one has the sculpted on electric costume details, and the head sculpt is cool. I did have one of these as a kid, and they got destroyed somehow. All that survived was like the head and the legs too. I used the legs for a custom figure, and I used the head to swap with the Sinister Six one. And now I have this guy as like his own independent, I was supposed to say Lizard, his own independent Electro, so I have him standing behind Sinister Six. I think it was like $8 on eBay, so figure that wasn't cheap, but was an impulse buy. That wasn't a grail. Oddly specific way I'm describing these things is the, not Hasbro, oh dear, imagine if Hasbro made something this cool. This is the SH Figure Arts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's the politically correct term, but the street term is Tobey Maguire, SH Figure Arts. But yeah, so this one was a gift from my mom, a birthday gift. Another figure I got at the same comic book shop that my mom got for me, except this one was for Christmas, is the Build-A-Figure Lizard. And unfortunately, because I'm a genius, I'm not a genius. I actually am. No, I'm not kidding. I tried to fix the knee joints because his knees were always bent like this, so he was like always hunched over. And so I tried fixing it, and it didn't work the best. And now the knees are kind of damaged. So they only have a single hinge, like this guy, but they have like really good range, better than 90 degrees. So it's kind of fine. If I ever feel like these legs are giving me too much of a problem, the Build-A-Figure leg parts are cheap, so I might just buy more legs if I can find them like cheap or whatever. The Alien Spider Slayer, I actually got this guy in a mystery box. I think it was a mystery box. I don't remember. So I might have to go back and watch the review to see. But this guy, he has a cool gimmick that does that, which, I mean, that's not really a cool gimmick, but it is a gimmick. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so, I mean, it was a mystery box, I think. But either way, I'm glad that I got this because there was like rumors a couple years ago that Hasbro was going to make one of these as a Build-A-Figure, and they haven't yet. As of recording this, they might eventually, I don't know, but you know, it's kind of cool to have this. I was thinking of repainting this guy to like give him like a kind of wash, like I did with those Ninja Turtles at the start of the video. That may be a separate video, I don't know. Another figure we got that is also 5-inch scale is the Toy Biz 90s animated series, like this guy, Tombstone, which has butterfly joints in a way. He had a gimmick that if you pull his arm back, he punches, or he had like a button you press. The button didn't work, it was defective, so I just like patched it with clay. I'm gonna repaint the back part. I'm gonna do like the same thing with Alien Spider Slayer, where I'm gonna give him like a better paint job so he blends in better with these figures. You know, some Toy Biz figures have like heavy washes and stylized paint. Kind of like you know, like this guy, how he has like paint and stuff. I'm gonna do that to this guy. Got this guy at Goodwill along with these other figures here. I'm just gonna show them all off at once. Yeah, so I got this guy at Goodwill. It was like, I think the box was like $5. So Goodwill is a thrift store in the U.S. I think it's only in the U.S. I also got Chameleon with all of his accessories. This guy didn't come with any accessories, but this guy came with, like, you see his gun here. He had the unmasked he had the Mr. Jameson head, a Venom head, and Spider-Man head, which is pretty cool. 5-inch scale, again, which I don't really care because, you know, it's a Chameleon figure and Hasbro hasn't made, like, I like this costume of Chameleon, so if Hasbro eventually makes this, I might get it if I find it on clearance. Some Hasbro figures that I did get, technically on clearance, they were at Goodwill in the same bag as these. We have the, I think it was the Ares Build-A-Figure Wave, Ben Reilly, which kind of sucks. I added this custom paint job to make it not look so cheapy, and admittedly, it doesn't look the best. It sucks that I didn't get this guy in time for Venom Month, because if I did, he would have been in Venom Month too, you know. A figure that was in Venom Month was the Venom the Madness figure. And look at this guy, huge figure, and 90s toy, oops. And he's like very comparable size to this guy. He doesn't have the same articulation as this guy. He only has like 5 POA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he has this cool gimmick where you press these, and this guy is 6-inch scale, and you can see how big he is. If his legs were like straight up, he would be like, probably, he'd be pretty tall, you know, which he should be like. I think this guy would be like 8 or 9 feet tall if he was like a real character. Imagine if you saw this thing like running down the streets. That'd be disturbing. Next up, we have some figures that are crazy because my dog broke it. That is Spider-Man 2099 from Across the Spiderverse. So my dog damaged it, and I did my best to fix it. So she cracked open the torso. She destroyed like the ab crunch section and damaged the insides. So I had to find a way to make like custom arm attachments, which it kind of sucks, and that's unfortunate because I really like this figure. And I might try again to like improve the articulation and make it better than it is now, because it's like crapping out, which is unfortunate. And then we also have the toy version of the Spot from Across the Spiderverse. Look at that. A punching gimmick. That's cool. I thought I got this in 2022, but I think I got it in 2023. So there he is. A figure that is not really a figure that I got. This is the Toy Biz, the Human Spider figure. This is the Toy Biz version, where I did lose all the interchangeable parts, so he's just basically unmasked Toby. And so I did make him custom clothing, which was kind of bad. And then I found there's some sellers on eBay that sell like, these pants are kind of short for them, that people that sell like custom clothing for action figures, and this was supposed to be for like a pizza Spider-Man to make him look like a human spider. And so I just got it and I put it on this guy, and it looks pretty convincing. Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse Miles Morales, which I think it's kind of cool. I do kind of prefer the Gamerverse over this. I mean, he is very stylized, and that's the point, but I don't know, it feels like cheapy, and again, he's like really gummy. He's like skinny, yeah, but I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's not that appealing to me. I don't know what it is. Articulation on this guy is good, except his spine comes out of his back when you use the joint, which that's pretty cool. It's not cool, but that's what it is. Next, we've got Spider-Punk, the toy version, which I couldn't find the Marvel Legends one, which that was, honestly, the Marvel Legends, Spider-Punk, and 2099 were the two figures that I wanted the most from Across the Spiderverse. Next, we got Scarlet Spider. I got this one at Target, and it was on clearance, I think, for like $5 or $6. And so I got that guy as well. And then we have the Across the Spiderverse Spider-Gwen, which my dog also got, and she damaged the ab crunch. It's like she hates ab crunches or something, or like torso joints. So it is kind of damaged there, and I figured I'm just gonna like take like a ball peg from like Bucky Cap like pelvis joint, and then like make some additional holes and stuff on this. You can plug that in here. Now she has like better range. When she moves back or forward, you do see gaps, but I don't really care because now it has like better range, so that's good. Because the original one, it moved like that, and now she can go like forward. Because originally, it didn't work the best, but now it works a bit better. But yeah, so there's Spider-Gwen. This is probably, even though it's super basic and like all the details are just paint apps, it might be my favorite Across the Spider-Verse figure. But yeah, my throat is burning from all this talking. But yeah, those are all 34 Spider-Man figures that I bought in the year of 2023. The next video is either going to be the second annual Hasbro pissing contest, so stay tuned for that if you don't know what I mean. And then one of the other videos coming up is going to be my top 10 figures of 2023. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. I'm going to go get a cough drop so I don't die. And I will see you guys in the next video. Wow.